Thank you, sir. That's a good six-pack. Yeah. Got all the cake. So let's get the tweezers down. Yeah, the tweezers. Oh, look at it. Okay, now have a hand, please. You okay, Bob?
These are getting bad.
Let's go with that, man. All right, we're in a corner. So it's like, it's pretty good. It's pretty neat. It's pretty good. I mean, it was already like that as far as, you know, the location. So that made it like a really outdated. That's because I never, you know what I got in that spot now? I got the Ray Robinson trophy. I got it on a stand, and it's right there. So, yeah, perfect spot. Perfect.
What aspect of this thing do you like? Is like the most lifelike, you think?
Basically, like everything. What they did is good. They did a great job. They did a good job. I mean, I was looking at it when I was getting ready to fight Chad, but at the end of the day, like you look at it even more when you're in around that hype, it looks even better. But it's pretty good. They did a pretty good job. They did a pretty good job. I think I look a little bit better than it, but I mean, it's put it this way, 99.9. I just don't have the hair that it has now, and that's the only reason. But they did a good job, though. It's real to detail. They took a really good time doing it. It looks really good.
It's a pretty unique birthday present, huh?
Yeah. It's like, you know, big 4'7". It's good, man. It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And no one has ever had it done in this magnitude before. I mean, I've seen it done in other entertainers, other sports, but not from a boxing point of view, like from a boxing area. I've never seen it done. So this is something to me. It's like it's history and it's unique, and it's again, it's to me, other than the Ripleys and then the Guinness World Record when I got my certificate in Vegas for that about a month ago. You know, to tie all that in there and to be able to still do what I do at this level, and then have, you know, institutions embracing me and embracing that legacy, and doing that Wax Museum and the Ripleys, and I mean, I don't know the next time somebody boxing is going to win a championship at 46. I mean, you know, a lot of guys can't keep the title at 26, 36. So, you know, again, to be the first to get embraced by this, and then also to continue to defend what I've worked so hard to become a lightweight champion, was all just tied right in. You know, birthday, this, that. It's good. It's good. And they did a good job, though. I mean, it wasn't no quick 1 month thing. They really. I went to the place in Orlando. They like sort of factory or warehouse. Unbelievable. They showed me how to mold in. It took me 2 days. I was there to you know, get the cast, the mold, all the process that you go through when you been put in that situation, or you have a wax figure made out of it. So it was pretty good.
So Bernard, you're 47 today?
January 15th.
Okay, tell us about, you know, how you feel.
Great day. Birthdays for the king. You know what I mean? So it's good, January 15th. Everything feel good. I mean, the shoulder as well. I'm looking to get back into action by the spring. I'm due to either fight on HBO or Showtime, but I know I have a 1 fight deal with HBO that I got left on my 4 fight deal, so I'm looking to fulfill that. and again, continue to make history in 2012. Beyond that, I can't go on record and say I'm going to do anything because there's these good fights out there that I believe names that I want to execute before I retire.
There's no date.
No, there's no date. There's no date, but it's a month, and I'm looking to go in the spring because of the shoulder. It's recouped real quick by the hard work I've been doing before the holidays kicked in. I jumped right on it. Like I said, I just built muscle around the cuff and been punching and been working out with it. So I'll be ready to go in and protect myself and also to win come sometime in April. Just don't have the date yet. It's probably going to be till in April or early May.
You'll be 47, man. Talk about.
I'm 47 now.
Well, you will be when that fight comes.
Oh yeah. I mean, to me, it's like I know that I've done things in my 20s and I know I've done things in my 30s to be able to still do what I do today. And to me, being 47 is like, I know 47 is 47, but I'm not the average 47, and it's not just by what I did in the ring or do in the ring. It's got a lot to do with my lifestyle. It has a lot to do with the way I lived 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I think that's very important, whether you're an athlete or non-athlete, is when you take care of the inside of your body, the outside will show what's inside, and that's anything. So I gave myself a chance to be here this long by having a lifestyle that's near perfect. And the only reason it's not actually perfect because I do eat cheesecake every now and then. But if that's the worst of my problems, if that's the worst of my habits, that's after the fight, not in between, then I think that a lot of people would say, Bernard, keep eating cheesecake when you can. But that's basically it. I'm a really guy that talk that talk, and my actions and what I've accomplished walk the walk. And that speaks for itself, and I just keep pushing on, man. And to me, age is not an ending for me. It's like what I do at this stage of my career, or what I do at this stage of my life. A transition. There's a lot of things transition that you prepare for before it happens. And some it creeps up on them, and they're not prepared. But I always try to be prepared for a lot of things before I handle it.
Who are the two names that you want?
There has to be someone that has big numbers behind it and big interest in the public to see me fight. To give a guy commercials to say if it's Jane or Earl, it would make them think that they bigger than who they are. So I learned in the sport of boxing is that when you start mentioning guys' name, they think that you're on a level higher. So I'll just say it's two names in the public, and the fans and the writers will say, well, Bernard's fighting that light heavyweight, and I think Bernard should fight this guy. If Bernard fighting at a catch weight, 68 to 70, then he should fight this guy. Whether he lives in Canada, whether he lives in this place or that place, I think at the end of the day, it's about maximizing the dollars at this stage of my career, and what does it mean for me and my legacy to fight somebody that's going to enhance it and not take it away or even not do anything for it. Those two things doesn't help Bernard Hopkins to go in the ring just because. There has to be a purpose.
Can I mention a name? Today, ironically, today reports are circulating that Showtime is kind of soured on a fight between Carl Froch and Lucien Boutte because they kind of
I'm available. Yeah, I'm available.
So
I'm available because I think that, and I've gained so many fans in Canada. I look at Montreal, especially along with Jean Pascal, who's well known there. But I gained a lot of fans there just by doing push-ups in between fights or rounds. So to me, Canada is right up the street. And a lot of people that can't make it to Vegas because it's a longer trip. I mean, Canada, 2 hours or less, you in Canada like that. You know what I mean? As long as you clear up your warrants and your child support, you can get in.
So it's safe to say
that. Other than that, I think a lot of my friends and a lot of my supporters can get inside of Canada because they do have strict rules if you don't come there with a clean record. So that would be a good fight, perfect fight. Boutte is a good fighter, man. You just can't take it away from him. He held it down. He got a big crowd and a big following. It's 30,000 people in the arena. Why wouldn't I want that type of? I believe, not asking, I deserve that type of send-off. I deserve to be in the ring where it's an event because you're watching the last dying breed of the old school fighters today.
Do you think your last fight you'll go into the fight saying this is my last fight, or do you think something will have to happen?
I go in my fight. No, something will have to happen, and it doesn't necessarily mean bad. I mean, something can happen and you win, and you still know that you dodged the bullet. It's winning and dodging the bullet, and it's winning and knowing that it was easy, or you won and you dominated. And the rounds in the fight at the end will show whether this fight was difficult or whether this fight was something of Bernard schooling the student like I've been doing the last couple of years. But when you fight and think about retiring, you already got that mental reserved in your head that you got to leave and you have to leave. I try to block that out as much as I can. It comes back every now and then because I know everybody's waiting to see, like for good reasons and some for not good reasons, waiting to see, but when he's ready to hang it up, why he's fighting again, why he's doing this, why he's doing that. It's because I can. And if you still can do it at a respectful level, then enjoy it instead of criticize it. Because if you're fighting for the wrong reasons, and you're fighting and you're embarrassing your legacy and what you stood up for and what you fought for, and it becomes now a moot point, then I can see a person telling a basketball player, you're embarrassing your legacy, you're embarrassing yourself, or a football player, or a hockey player, or a boxer. That's different. But when you look at Bernard Hopkins, and someone asked me, when people say why you retire, ask them why should you? They can't give you a reason other than, well, you're 47, you don't need to do it anymore. That is positive stuff. That is positive stuff. Normally, it's the opposite. Oh, you look like you're 2 days back, you're 1 step back, you're 3 steps back, you really took a beating, squeaked it out, but I haven't had that type of fight to say that physically Bernard Hopkins should stop fighting, or his head is not right, or he can't put 3 sentences together, or he fighting for to keep his electric on, or to pay a bill. That hasn't and would not be Bernard Hopkins. I refuse to be the norm, and we all know what the norm is. I won't die broke. I would die with dignity and respect when that time comes. That means I will do all I can do now to set things up and set things to where respectful of my life and my legacy and the legacy I leave for my kids and my family.
Does Chad Dawson figure in the equation somewhere?
Chad Dawson is always in the equation because he's a light heavyweight. Anybody that's a light heavyweight that's meaningful for the public and meaningful for dollars and meaningful for good business. First of all, TV runs boxing when it comes to promoter. Who promotes today? Really nobody promotes today. Back in the 60s, the 50s, and the 40s, you had promoters who had to generate money for the gate and the purse, and that's how that happens. So right now, you got to get back to promoting. And if Chad Dawson is top 3, top 4, top 5, then so be it. I never duck anyone. That's the great thing about it, is that when you're 47 years old, you shouldn't have to worry about actually who I'm going to fight. Who wants to fight a 47-year-old where they beat me, they become an instant star. If they knock me out, they become, right in back of Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather as far as status. Because I'm not the gatekeeper, but I'm the ticket to become a young superstar. And so instead of me saying who I want to fight, you expect the door to be kicked down of younger fighters that's 20, 25 years younger, saying I want to fight Bernard Hopkins, I want to fight B-Hop. That to me is more of a head scratcher than who I want to fight. Because I think now I'm starting to feel like a bully by beating these guys up that's 25, 28 years old. And they saying how you can do it. And I'm saying, well, I'm 47, but I think I'm 10 years younger than my age. I really feel that way. I have aches, I have pains, but I really think that 47 doesn't account for me when it comes to numbers.
Bernard.
Birthday, dear Bernard. Happy birthday to you. Now everybody gonna fight me now. I think I'm eating cake now. I got the salt. Tastes pretty good too.
Good? What is it?
What is it?
What kind of
It's like a butter, chocolate, and tastes a little bit like Chad Dawson's sweater. Tastes like
Where's it from?